In this video, I'm going to cover replacing the bulb and the AC button of your 2.5 RS. This will be the 98 to 2001 GC era. I think it also covers some of the Foresters. Basically, if your climate unit looks like this video should work. And let me start off by saying that you do not need to remove this from your car. This is just an extra one that I had laying around that I'm demoing on. I've done this with the unit in my car. You don't have to unscrew it or take the face off or anything like that. The only thing you need to do is take the outside trim off and get the radio out of the way because you need to get up underneath it. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is grab the actual AC button. You can grab it with your thumb and your index finger and just pull it out. It won't take a lot of effort. It'll just snap right off. And then the next thing you'll need to do is to push this AC thing out of the way. It needs to go backwards. But it's not real easy to do because if we look on the back side, there's a big P-tone thing that sticks down and you need to pry that up in order to push that through the back side. And what I found works best is one of these 90-degree little poker tools. And I've got this upside down, but if you visualize reaching in where the radio is, you can take this 90-degree tool and you can push up on it, and that'll push the P-tone out of the way. And while you're doing that, simultaneously, you can take a little screwdriver and you're gonna wanna push the button through. And you gotta be careful where you're actually pushing it. You're gonna wanna hit it on this black area right here. You don't wanna go in the center because there's a bulb in there and you'll destroy the rubber on it. But there's a pretty big black face right there. And if you concentrate, you can get it on that face and you'll be able to push this out the back. And then once it's out the back, you're gonna wanna remove the bulb. And there may be a piece of electrical tape on it. On the spare one, there wasn't. On the one in the car, there was this round little piece of electrical tape that covered this bulb socket. So peel this electrical tape off, and then you're gonna have a little bulb socket that you can unscrew. And then that's where the bulb is gonna be. And it's gonna have a green rubber boot on it. You're gonna wanna remove the bulb from the socket and carefully pry the green rubber boot off. And then you're gonna wanna replace it with some new bulbs. So I use CEC Industries 7219 wire terminal bulbs. If you search that on Amazon, you'll find a 10-pack for like $7.50 with free shipping. And these bulbs are used in everything for Subaru. All the little switches, the headlight leveler, the cruise switch, the fog light switch, the IC sprayer switches. So if you have some other bulbs out, these should work for everything. And then once you've got this out, it's just put the new bulb in, put the rubber boot over it, and bend the legs just like the old ones were bent. Just be careful removing the legs. It's pretty self-explanatory once you get to this point. And then you're gonna wanna put the bulb back into this sleeve. And before you slide this back into the AC unit, it's kind of a pain to remove. You can just plug it into the connector underneath the AC, so let it dangle down below, and then test it out and make sure that the light works. Because if it doesn't, you're gonna wanna remove that bulb socket and just flip it 180 degrees so that the legs are touching the opposite sides, because I believe these bulbs are directional. So make sure that it works before you slide this back in and have problems, because this is gonna be the hardest part, is actually removing this. And then once you know it works, slide it in, put the button back on, and you should be good to go. I'll just show you what it looks like on my GC. So I've got my ignition on and the blower is going. Make sure it's not on off as well, because if it's on off and you try to push the AC button, it's not gonna light up. But if it's on a speed and you can hear the blower and you push the AC button, you can see it lights up. So hopefully that helps. Thanks.